School picture and yearbook companies have worked together for decades to share student names and images. Eventually, electronic student record systems and digital photography opened up the possibility of streamlined sharing between schools, photographers, and publishers, but there wasn't yet a standard format for the exchange. In the late 1990s, the PSPA recognized an opportunity to help its members and crafted a standard approach for photographers to share information with yearbook publishers. Many still call the results of that effort the PSPA disc, and today we continue to build on their initiative. Massive technical and business climate change brought a turn to our industry in the early 2000s, and by 2015, the PSPA trade organization had faded into the sunset. But the PSPA disc and the standard lived on. 2020 will best be remembered for the pandemic, but it was also the founding year of the new trade organization in our industry we call SPOA, S-P-O-A. The PSPA standard found a new home with SPOA, and it was a fresh vision for the future. It's not just for yearbooks anymore. Today's standard now considers the data exchange with the school administrative software and options for better security. Photography labs have traditionally supported exports for more than 40 school administrative software systems. The different export formats have the same data, it's just arranged in a different order, and the image sizes are often different. Unlike the yearbook standard, this administrative system data moves in both directions. We soon discovered new benefits for everyone. If we could standardize the data sent from the school and the data returned from the photographer to the school. The data exported from school to school is often inconsistent, and the process is stressful for the school staff. Importing mixed data is just as frustrating for the photographers and represents a serious training challenge. During our initial conversation with school administrative software companies, we agreed a standard would be beneficial to everyone, and we agreed to a common image size. Photographers often wondered why images needed to be so big, and, as it turned out, they didn't. School administrative companies were often downsizing the images to make their systems faster. No one wanted large images. Once again, 2 wins with 1 answer. Photographers will provide very small images, and admin software companies no longer need to downsize them. Our future goal for school admin software is a menu item labeled Export for School Photographer. With 1 click, the export is created with the required fields in a consistent format and order. 2 wins with 1 button. School staff no longer stress about sending something they shouldn't, and photographers no longer need to clean up and fix the data before it can be imported. Then we found a final win, and it might be the most significant. Today, photographers return student names with the images. This represents a security risk if this transfer is compromised, and this is a risk we can avoid. School software systems have a hidden unique number for each student. It is not the student's social security number or the student ID, and it isn't considered PII. In fact, this hidden unique number only means something to the programmers. The new standard includes a place for this unique number in the data shared with the photographer. And in the future, the admin export file returned to the school will only contain the unique number and the image file name. This is a far more secure transfer than we've ever provided. Only a few of these potential benefits will be realized until everyone is operating from the same standard, and it all starts with a common export from the school administrative software. This is where we need your help. Help us identify a school you know well and who will work with us to fine-tune the process with their school administrative software provider. SPOA will provide the technical direction. The school will create the new export, and you or your lab will create the new return file. We are looking for organizations willing to be on the leading edge of this initiative. We also want support in identifying school administrative software companies willing to invest a little time to improve their client experience and security. We have worked with some of the big names, and they are willing to help, but it becomes real when they hear from their school customers that this is important. We are asking you to help us make that connection. In summary, One unified standard now explains all three major components, and it is called the SPOA Data Exchange Standard. It covers the initial export from the school, the images and data moving from photographers to yearbook publishers, aka PSPA disc, the images and data moving from photographers back to the school for administrative software use, and copyright considerations. When everyone does their part, everyone wins, and the wins are big. This is worth the effort. Thank you for your help in bringing the benefits of our new standard to life.